Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome to Cold Waters, a Cold War submarine warfare game from the folks at Killerfish Games. Check this out. We got a lot of Soviet craft here, including cruisers, destroyers, capital ships, transports, and we're going to wreck them all here in the Cold War, taking place in both 84 and 68. You get to take the command and go on to the con of a few different American submarines, including the Los Angeles class and the Sturgeon. Look at that beauty right there, folks. If you guys are loving this, if you're liking this, if you want to see more, make sure you hit that like button. Let me know. Let's get it up to 1,000 likes if you want to see more submarine warfare. Oh boy, what is that right there? The Red October? I'm not sure exactly. They've got some great campaigns in this game. They've got some great single-player missions and even some training that we're going to do here today. So, again, if you guys like what you're seeing, make sure you subscribe so that way you can see more. We'll go through the training. We'll see some single missions and campaigns and go through some units as well. Right there is a Tu-95 Bear, I believe, which can drop torpedoes on top of our submarines. But during the Cold War here, this is a situation, the Cold War going hot. Ronald Reagan in 84 calling a strike against the Soviets, and the Soviets believing that Able Archer was truly a real exercise, and then basically invading through the Fulda Gap, and now war has broken out. So even though it's cold waters, it's about to get hot here in this game. I love it. There's destroyers, there's patrol ships, and all sorts of things you can destroy, and that's what the Soviets are good at, right? So let's get started, and without further ado, we're going to start with the training here today. I'll be back for more single-player missions and some campaigns. Very good stuff here, by the way. If you haven't seen, there's a lot of different missions here that you can do that are basically just a one-and-done scenario, 8 different ones that allow you to play either against a one-on-one submarine battle, you can play against other destroyers or other cruisers that are out to find you, or you're ambushing cargo ships, and that's what it's all about, folks. It's about sinking tonnage of enemy vessels and getting them out of the sea so Allied forces can push through from NATO. So, take a look at the campaign as well. If we take a look at the campaign, again, it starts North Atlantic 84 and 68. I'll be playing through some of these as well. A dynamic campaign as well that's affected by your actions. So, for example, if you come on to a few enemy ships and you only are able to sink one of them, that's a lot different than if you were to sink an entire carrier group or something like that. Here, if you were able to sink a Soviet carrier and a few destroyers or cruisers, it would be a devastating blow and could bring a change to the warfare of the game. So it does show you, for example, a map from like War Game Red Dragon, and you can see the Soviets and the NATO forces fighting it out, Warsaw Pact, and really interesting stuff here, folks. So without further ado, for love submarine warfare, we're going to get started with some training here on basic torpedoes, wire-guided torpedoes, missiles, navigation, target motion analysis, also known as TMA, sensors and mast, and then also repairing damage and some basic and advanced submarine tactics. Look at how beautiful the artwork is. I love it of this game. I can't wait to play more of it. I'm very excited. Let's get started then on one of our submarines. So we'll be playing with the Los Angeles class. No, actually, this is the Sturgeon class. My mistake. Los Angeles class is in here. This is the Sturgeon class. Very effective. Huge, by the way. Look at that. That little ladder exactly, and that little door is where a man would come out. So look at how huge some of these ships are. The reactors in here, all the crew, all of the missiles, and yes, they do have missiles. They even have the ability to fire ASMs and all sorts of other things. So without further ado, let's get started. You know, apparently I'm a Commander Captain Raptor here. So we'll see how we do here today, folks. Let's get started with the mission. All right. So let's see, local conditions, we've got light breeze, it gives you all the weather report, time to target, XO, status report, yes sir, Mark 16, 10-4, we've got Mark 37s, 9-0, we've got noisemakers 20, got damage control and such you can look at here, and it gives you a lot of basic commands on how to actually do these things and go through mission briefing. So a lot of hand-holding, and once you basically are done with that, you don't really need to rely on it. So I played through this, luckily. We're going to go ahead and start at 20 KYDs and get started then. So this is the game, and it's very, very cool, by the way. For those of you who love submarine games or love shipping games, this is definitely going to be the one for you. So here's our submarine. You can actually listen. There's a lot of good sound here, and you can actually go ahead and read all the, there's a lot to read in the game. It gives you a lot of interface details, gives you a lot of information on weapon systems, navigation, how to repair damage, reference. You can actually sit here for hours and read everything if you'd like, or you can just go ahead and, try to play it out. That's probably what I would do. For example, land forces for NATO and PAC, that kind of thing. Different symbols for those things. Wow, that submarine force, the Soviet submarine looks evil. Very interesting. Satellites and such that become available reconnaissance-wise and such. So lots of great stuff here. So let's go ahead and just start with the basics, which is very first and foremost, we're going to use let's see, pan camera. We've got that down. You guys know how to zoom the mouse, that kind of thing. Current contact, torpedoes. We can basically change the camera to do all sorts of different things, including Shift E for the event camera. But let's get started with the periscope. So what we're going to do first and foremost is we're going to up periscope. So let's go ahead and hit that button, which is pressing 0 on the key, on the keypad there. And there's our first target then, a Soviet class, looks to be like a transport ship or a cargo ship of some sort. So we've identified that target now. So we do have that on our mini-map here on our sonar. By pressing tab, we can identify all the contacts here at 1 KYD. So let's go ahead and fire a torpedo then. This is going to be very easy. Apparently we can mark the target with laser range finding, I guess. I don't know if that's actually this key here. Looks like the I key could be the L key. Let's try L, I. There we go. Con, sonar contact. Master 1 is classified as alligator. All right, and then I believe it identifies a distance too. So you can do all sorts of things in this game, including adjusting your rudder. You can, up, down rudder, up, down plane, adjust your plane, all sorts of things, speed and everything like that. So you can control the entirety of the submarine. And then over here, you can see both your information and also the information of the enemy ship. So without further ado, let's fire some torpedoes here, folks. What do you say? So basically, very easy. These are dummy torpedoes. We don't really have to do anything here in terms of getting ready to fire. We don't have to, plan to fire any sort of homing missiles or anything like nothing crazy. So let's just get to it by firing some torpedoes. So there's the alligator there. We're going to go ahead and then fire some torpedoes towards it. So let's go ahead and fire one torpedo there. Oops, sorry. There we go. Adjust it this way. I actually kind of blind fired that when I was trying to adjust the map. But anyway, should be just fine. All torpedoes should go towards the alligator. So, all right, all torpedoes are away. Torpedoes are away. All right, I love how they, con, torpedo room, firing, Mark 16, tube 2, weapon is away. That kind of thing. They report on every single thing they do, so it's very cool. So enemy ship right here is about to get sunk, baby. And again, check this out. They've got BTR 60s and all sorts of different troops and transport vehicles and such on top. But it is time to get rid of this Soviet menace. The Red Menace, the evil empire, is about to fall as she's going to get hit by a few torpedoes here. First one is going to just clock. Oh, wow. That first one I blind fired was very close, but that was just a mistake. That was just a warning shot, but now the real war begins. Check it out, folks. Big torpedo hit and huge damage underneath the water. Look at that. Almost 3 right in the same spot. That ship is going down, and there's no hope for this crew. Check that out. It is literally listing now. It is going to be under the ocean in just a few moments. You're seeing lifeboats and such would probably be being manned by... wow, there's really no chance for this crew. Soviet Navy taking a heavy hit here today, and same with my Eagle a little bit. I'm missing that one. But misclicks are definitely a huge mistake in this game. If you, for example, give away your position for just a brief second anywhere that you are on the map, it is death. You're gone. That's it. Goodbye. A submarine is very dependent on its stealth, and without that, it has nothing at all. You're naked in the water, and there's nothing that can save you. All right, well, let's see then. Oh, boy, watch out for that torpedo. Oh, here it comes, folks. Watch it. Oh, God, it's coming. Oh, okay, we got out of the way just in time. Perfect. All right, let's continue our training then. So missions, basically missions completed, weapons nearby, but basically we're done here. That torpedo just needs to basically delete itself. So all good. The alligator contact has been sunk. We're apparently training here on March 7th, 83. So let's get started with some more training. Let's go ahead and fire some wire-guided torpedoes now. Learn how to set up and control wire-guided torpedoes. Things to practice are modifying weapon settings, steering, and knowing the limitation of the wires. Yes, they are attached via wire, and it's very important that you do not break that wire. Don't break these cuffs. All right, vessel assignment. Again, we're under a Sturgeon submarine, and looks like it's the Sturgeon class SSN 681. Congratulations. Good luck with command there, Captain Raptor. Yes, yes. All right, let's see. XO status report. All right, looks like we have the Mark 48 homing torpedoes now. So we'll be using some of those. And again, this is all details on all hands, battle stations, that kind of deal. We'll go ahead and close to 20 KYD. Strong thermal layer and surface duct, rather, and also clear, moderate breeze. So this is going to be perfect for eliminating enemy ships. Look at that back. The art in this game is beautiful. Captain, new sonar contact, bearing 0. Designate Sierra 1. All hands, battle stations. All right. Let's get started then with some reading. Yes, no better way to start by doing some basic reading. Oh, yes. So we have our torpedo sensor, active and passive. We have missiles. Oh, yeah, we have ASM missiles. Yes, these submarines can fire missiles, too. We'll be doing that soon. You did see that before. We have unguided torpedoes, wire-guided torpedoes. I guess I'm not using the technical terms. I was definitely not in the Navy, but I had a lot of family members who were. And, of course, we can fire everything from Mark 48s, Moss, UGM-84s, TASSMs, T-LAMs, and also noisemakers times 20, which is a decoy for enemy, basically any enemy sonar or enemy ships and such. For example, airborne torpedoes and such. So all sorts of detail here. We don't need to read all this, but again, if you need these details here in the game, you've definitely got it. So first and foremost, up scope. Con, sonar, new contact, bearing 327, designate Sierra 2. All right, roger that. Let's go ahead and, or I guess I should say I. All right, let's go ahead and identify that. Oh, it gives you a bearing, yes. So it's bearing 51. All right, so let's turn on. Oh, there was our first one at contact 330, contact at 0, and contact at 51. Now at, yeah, about almost 60. There she goes. All right, so 3 Soviet ships here, 3 looks like transport vessels here playing in the water with us. So let's get them, boys. Again, we're going to be using wire-guided torpedoes here. So I think the first one, the first to fire them will be at the first ship in front of us. So let's do that. We've identified that weapon there. Let's go ahead and get ready to fire this one. Mark, let's see, Master 1. Let's go ahead and raise our ESM. And also radar, which is going to help us to identify if there's any enemy aircraft in the area, and also give us a more accurate ability to actually fire these torpedoes. So here's where it's recommended to engage M1, which is the console, the Ensdahan. So these are basically, raising that gave us the ability to identify what kind of a ship it was, or what its name was, or what its class was. So it gives us a lot of options here to target. So Con, sonar, contact Master 1 is classified as console. Something like that. Well, it's going to be dead in the water here in a second. So, torpedo away, torpedo away. All right, there she goes. All right, so first torpedo is out here. This is, again, our wire-guided torpedo. She'll be getting very close now to the enemy ship, and then also we'll be able to zero in on it. So as we're in practice, we'll kind of enjoy the sight. We don't have to panic and do any crazy maneuvering or anything like that. But that does come into factor here very soon. When enemy ships are after you, when enemy subs are after you, there are deck-launched depth charges that the Soviets have that can literally, it's like a Katyusha on the deck that can fire depth charges, and though it doesn't really do much damage, it can do damage, and if you're just surfacing, or if you're just going underwater, it could damage your periscope. It could really do some serious damage to your missile tubes, that kind of thing. So, all right, let's steer this thing a little left now, and let's see what we can do here. So this torpedo is going a little more to the left now. We're going to go ahead and turn on active sonar, and usually we probably shouldn't do that within a certain range. Now, you can play this way, too, and make it all cinematic, or you can play everything from your sonar and do it through all of your data, which makes it a lot more enjoyable, I think, or at least a little bit more immersive in order to do it that way. So we are now looking for the enemy ship. Let's go ahead and close our wire-guided torpedo information. So, yes, we're now looking for the enemy ship here. We're in a left-turning searching pattern, and she's going to basically drive right to where we had instructed it, and then begin its search pattern to find the enemy vessel. So the best we can hope for is for it to hit it right up the ass and disable its, you know, the rudder or any of the propellers, or possibly even hit it in the side and just knock it right out. So we'll see exactly what happens here in just a few moments. I want to see how cinematic it is. We can speed up time too, by the way, by just pressing F9, and the ship, or rather the sonar, should become pretty active here. Let's go ahead and stop that. Let's go ahead and begin search pattern here. Seems to not be responding to any of my commands to turn left. All right, there she goes. She's homing in right now. There we go. All right, so let's see it hit the back end of this Soviet ship here. And any second now, that's going to be the end of one more Soviet naval ship, or at least Warsaw Pact. And there she goes right into the... oh, boy. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. She's going to get it right in the midsection here. Yep, she sure did. All right, that's going to be a dead-in-the-water ship right there. She has been possibly knocked out. Yes, Kamasol is down. All right, the other two are going to start running. We can maneuver, but we're going to go ahead and start firing torpedoes. So let's get torpedoes away then, right away, and start going for some of our contacts here. Start firing in these directions. Torpedo away. Fire. And torpedo away. Weapon is away. Firing Mark 48s. Okay, and then Dawn over here is going to be a little bit of a runner. But we are well within torpedo range. It seems like we're engaging these from such a crazy far distance, but we are still well within torpedo range here. So that's going to be great for us and bad for the enemy. Look at that, man. She's listed. She's just jumping up out of the water here. The bow is going to be the last thing to go down. Bow down to a true pimp, Soviets. All right, look at that. You can see more transport trucks and BTRs and such going right into the drink. That's beautiful. Huge streak of oil. Wonderful. All right, 2 ships off to the sides. Then you see 2 Soviet ships then way off in the distance. Let's go ahead and take a look back at our torpedoes. How are we doing over here on the torpedo cam, Steve? Greg, we're heading in now at a subsurface speed. And it's going to be bad for the Soviets here in a second. All right, now which torpedo's which? All right, this is torpedo 2. So we want to command this going the right direction. So basically, it'll get to its destination, and then you can kind of fine-tune it to find the target. So I wish you could, with it being on wire, I wish you could be able to, you know, basically target it right away or control where it was going, but it does have to fire to get into the general vicinity. At first, the dumb computer takes it over, like, you, get me here, and then the smarter controls take over trying to find an actual radar, or rather sonar contact, and then plow right into it. These weapons are really stupid, if you think about it. I mean, all it is just you find, you make, smash, and then that's basically it. It gets real close and then explodes. So, but very complex at the same time. I mean, a lot of design went into these kinds of things. All right, well, let's go ahead and speed up time. We don't want to sit here forever. So, yep. Do. All right, there it goes. All right, sonar. She's going to get in within she's going to get to her position here and then turn right into it. So there you go. She found it right on the radar, and she's about to find it again here in just about a split second right into the back of that Soviet ship right there. Boom. Oh, wow, that actually was going really fast. Oh, look at that. She's going down. Perfect. All right, perfect. So that's another ship knocked out. Submarine is firing at 4, and that ship, the Dawn, is getting away. Let's see if our torpedo actually makes it. It could be dead in the water. There goes that enemy ship. Goodbye to you. All right, so torpedo 4 is chasing, and wow, is she going real far. But these torpedoes do have will eventually run out of steam if they yeah, there she goes. All right, she found her target. So now you see the tracking cone that goes around it. Very simple, but again very complex. So let's slow her down yet again, and just watch as she hits the back of yet another running ship. They saw a surface. They tried to get out of here. But that's going to be GG for these 3 ships, and I think that's complete kills on all of them. So no vessels nearby. Everything's basically been dealt with here. Let's go ahead and go back. Let's just take a look at our sonar to confirm. The Dawn, the Comsolo, what is it? Han Solo and the Azerbaijan are all dead. I don't know. I don't care about their names. They're all dead. They're wannabes. They're gone. And that is it, folks. All right, let's go ahead and fire up the ASMs. The moment you've all been waiting for. Let's get to it then. We'll leave combat, and that'll be that. So very good. Well, I should just abandon ship. Like, abandon ship? Sir, you sure? We just killed 3 transport ships. All right, missiles. Here we go. The fun one. Attack and destroy a stationary target using missiles. Things to practice. Set weapon stores and tube loadout. Reload tubes and combat fire missiles as well. All right, let's get started. Okay, so we're again in command of the Sturgeon, and nothing really changed here. Captain, we have a new sonar contact, bearing 0. Designate Sierra 1. EXO reports. Our depth 45 feet, clear, light breeze. Our heading 0, moderate surface duct. Our speed 0 KT, moderate thermal layer 150 feet. Sir, your orders. All right, so right now we have anti-ship missiles with us that we'll be utilizing, and we'll be switching out our current load for those. So let's get right into it then. Let's go ahead and... let's not close to. Let's keep a long distance. All hands, battle stations. All right, so first and foremost, we now need to change our missiles from, or rather our torpedoes from missiles to, from torpedoes to missiles. That's what we're doing. All right, let's go ahead and switch to that then. So basically a very big dramatic load comes in here. Watch this as all these torpedoes are pulled out. So that way the torpedo room can now load those ASMs, those anti-ship missiles. So we're going to up periscope, we're going to up ESM, and we're going to up radar just because it looks sweet when like these 3 things come out of the water. Looks evil. All right, so we've now, let's see, sonar contact. Master 1 is classified as, oh boy, our 3 friends again. I thought I killed you. And Dahan, Partizak, and Kazbek. All right, so we found 3 enemy ships that we're going to destroy here, and we're now going to fire ASMs at them. You can see down here at the bottom, 1 is just finally being loaded. Looks like 2 is now going to be loaded. So we're going to wait until all 4 have been loaded in here. 3 ships are apparently running and or stationary. This is going to make it a little bit more fun. All right, all 3 are ready to go. All we need is 3 here, and it's the same deal as before. We just need to basically fire these like we would our regular wire-guided torpedoes. So only real 2 options here. So we'll make narrow cones on these 3 and get ready to fire. And it's really cool when these come up out of the water. It's a shame that you can't actually fire this way. Actually, I don't... Oh, can I fire from here? Oh, I can't. Oh, can I? Boy, can I. All right, let's watch these wonderful ASMs come up out of the water. So there's one of these ships. Kazbek is coming our way, so let's go ahead and fire ASM 1. Let's get Azdahan over here. All right, let's fire all 3. Ready? And fire. Oh, wait. Actually, we've pulled... Oh, hold on a second. Let me fire these 3 like this then. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and back to our submarine. So check that out, man. They fire right out of the torpedo tubes and right into the water. Beautiful, man. Look at this. This is so cool. They actually drop their, base engine comes right off. And we got ASMs, baby. So 3 anti-ship missiles are heading towards their targets right now. We're going to see some boom boom, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. So, again, very difficult to hit an armed ship. They can fire at these ASMs. These are basically like turbo torpedoes. Holy crap. One of them going down right away. I can see our other missile. Yep, there she goes there. And third time's a charm. Let's cause them harm, baby. We got a bigger search pattern on this one. She's slightly adjusting, and right into the boom, baby. Yeah, that was nice. Right up into possibly the command sections of the ship. These are a lot different. I'm not sure if these are tankers or what. But boom, 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 baby. These are very easy to use. Look at that, man. That is gorgeous. I mean, you know, all those dead commies. But Raptor, they're actually not a communist nation. Yes, of course. In the 80s they were. That's 83. Come on. Right in the depth of communism. Look at this, man. Very beautiful art on the water. I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. Very good first impressions from this game. And let's continue on then to some more training. So 3 ships eliminated. ASM's very easy. But, man, when you fire them, you better be, like, killing and scooting, or it better be the last ship or something, because once you give your position away that way, it's over, baby. They will find you right away. But perfect for example, if there was a lot of enemy ships around and we just fired like 3 ASMs and got out of there, they wouldn't be able to find us. They'd initiate a search pattern, and then they'd also be more than likely supporting their final ship. So wait a minute. Is this... You're still up? Wait a second. Sir! I thought... You... Oh, wow. She actually took damage and then still trooping along. Okay, well, my mistake. I thought you were dead. All right, let's reload just in case these commies come back to get us. All right, reloading. I think... Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here comes our other ASM. I thought we were done with you, but I guess we got to send another one out. So I guess it does matter where you hit the ship. It is very important as to where you actually fire to. And we're firing in front of this ship, though it actually may miss. Wait, can we not adjust any of the patterns or anything on this? Oh, it's fire and forget? Interesting. So, yeah, these are very easy to use, I guess, so long as you... Oh, he's going a lot faster than I thought. Can you turn and burn? No? Well, these actually should be a lot easier to turn. Wow, right in front. He'll turn around. Oh, or self-destruct, because he's... Yes, you failed the Emperor. All right, let's go ahead and fire again, then. This thing's moving so slow. It's actually harder to hit a slow-moving target. All right, let's go ahead and try to fire right here. Then we'll try to get the ship in the midsection. All right. Oh, wait, it wanted us to fire all the way out there? No, that's not going to be needed. This thing's moving so slow, dude. All right, let's fire again, or watch again. Actually, firing these is cool. I don't care if we're missing. This is great. Are they actually camouflaged? Is there a Oh, no, it's just a wire around it, or a little ring. Okay, so yes, you can also put these onto narrow or small search patterns and such. You can... Oh, too bad you can't adjust them before. Well, I guess you can't actually program it until it's in the tube. So that one recommended that we fire way ahead, but this actually may have been... Our sensors may have been off. Here we're going to hit this one right perfectly, I think. It was telling me to fire way over there, but I knew better than that. All right, right into the midsection of the ship. That's what we're talking about. That's knocked out. Perfect. All 3 objectives completed then. Good. I'm glad we actually missed, because we got to see more firing, and they're really cool to use. ASMs are, like, the best. They're the greatest. All right, let's get out of here. Leave combat. Everything's fine. All right, on to our next topic. So the next ones aren't as exciting, you know, navigation and, you know, identifying a target and sensors and math. It's all boring stuff that you did at the start. You just need to elaborate on it a little bit more. So I'll be going into the campaign after this, folks. You know, navigation, I'm not going to bore you with some of that stuff, but again, I would highly recommend you pick up the game. Great training, a lot of good stuff that goes into heavy detail. For example, I will give you a little hint as to what you may find here. For example, this right here tells you to basically stay underwater and use your sonar. So, you know, all you want to do here is, I always do that wrong. All right, so we're going ahead third, and you just basically want to start using your sonar. So, for example, you can use your basically active sonar, which pings the everything, and it gives away your position pretty good. So we're actually using active sonar now to see if we can find a target here. And if we go ahead far enough, I'm going to show you guys. We're going to find the ultimate beast up here, quite literally. So let's go ahead and go into this. We're going to start speeding up time here. All ahead full, see if we can find an enemy target or a contact. So we're going to identify where that is. Now we can steer the ship again. Remember, we can... Oh, here we go. Oh, there's a contact, an S1. What could that be? What is that? Oh, that's got to be a Soviet ship right there. All right, we better continue on. So right now we're traveling at 25, and this basically just tells you to make sure you identify what you're firing at before you actually fire the torpedo. So anybody who's watching now, go ahead and guess at what you think we're going to engage here in just a moment. So check this out. We'll go ahead and bring our plane up so that way we want to come up out of the water all badass, like, yeah, all right. New sonar contact reestablished. All right, we go ahead and ping again. And look, oh, switch to active. There we go. Active sonar is active, of course, as it would be. And let's see here. New contact. Where'd she go? Oh, she's right up ahead of us. Some sort of an enemy sub. We better get ready to launch all torpedoes right now. There's nothing we can do, guys. All right. Enemy torpedoes are here. Okay, so let's see. Enemy could be firing torpedoes. We got to fire all of our torpedoes. There's nothing we can do, guys. They're about to engage us. We got to get them. All right, here we go. Fire all torpedoes. Engage that target. I don't know what it is, but fire all torpedoes. Fire, fire, fire. What could it be? I don't know. We just got a blind fire, that kind of deal. So I'll leave you with this, folks. We'll be back for more then. I'll finish up some of that training on my own, but nobody wants to sit here forever and watch, me raising and doing stuff with, torpedo tubes and such. But look at that. 4 torpedoes are away, though. We're going to go find the commies. So we got to find out exactly where that enemy is. We got to find where they are. So let's see here. Enemy's been... What is the enemy exactly? We better raise our masts and such. Let's go ahead and raise periscopes and such. Up scope, up radar. We got to figure out what's out here, guys. All right, we're closing in on the target. Upgraded to Master 1. Looks like we did find a target. Oh, yeah, it's moving. Oh, wait a minute. It's actually a ship. Wow. It's actually supposed to be a blue whale out here. That's what I was going to target. Oh, it's actually a ship. Oh, my God. Yeah, actually, if you drive around here and if you're slow enough, a blue whale will come around and give you a false radar reading or a sonar reading, and then you can fire torpedoes at it. But this is basically the end of it here. So let's go ahead and see this ship get destroyed, and we will go ahead and see how everything happens here. So all torpedoes are closing in. These are flying at the speed of an ASM right now. And let's go ahead and see what happens. That ship's in some sort of an evasive maneuver mode, but we'll see. I don't think it'll escape. We'll see what happens here. They're going to pin right into it. They're going to get so close it's going to be over. Oh, is that actually? No, it's a cargo ship. Oh, wow, she's turning to avoid. Oh, I fired all the way up there. Never mind. Oh, good. The sturgeon's going to clash right into her. Perfect. All right, well, that's it, folks. I thought I could see a blue whale here today, but I guess not. It was just a blue herring. So anyway, that's it for now. I will see you all very soon. So stay tuned for more of this game. I love all the different ship types and all the different cargo and such that they have. Maybe I could just ram into it with the sturgeon. Let's see what happens. Maybe we can drive right into her. All right, those torpedoes are entering search mode. So, oh, and you can see off in the distance our torpedoes and everything ready to go. Or, I mean, our ship. So go ahead and reload. Let's see if we can get her, and that'll be that. So, all right, very good. Sturgeon's coming into close range with her. And let's see if we can fire. All right, let's slow down speed a little bit. Sturgeon is going to go ahead and fire. And let's go ahead and fire right this way. There we go. All right, torpedoes away. I didn't want to goof on this one. So basically, it just teaches you to move rather than fire torpedoes. So no more stationary targets. You now actually have to close in range and find the target. So, all right, we'll be back with more then after this, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Enjoy the torpedoes and all the big booms. Hopefully it all goes well. If not, whatever. We'll give them hell in the actual missions. Oh, there we go. All right, and goodbye. Yay, all right. So, okay, and bye. All right, we'll see you soon.